Guys, we have a bunch of Miami Heat trade rumors, Miami Heat injuries. Happy holidays. Make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button. We're pushing to 10,000 subscribers. Norman Powell on the injuries and getting guys healthy for this Heat team. Having key guys that have helped with execution on both sides of the ball be out for a period of time, it's tough to fill those voids. Hopefully we get healthy going into the new year and start putting together how we want to play as a whole and start stacking wins. We can't have an excuse of people being out of the lineup. We have a talented team and enough depth to get the job done no matter who's in and out. And that's my biggest thing. I know you guys want to cook me and say that this Miami Heat team sucks. We don't have a number one option, but I still do believe that we have enough. Before, we had undrafted guys. We have Norman Powell. I know Tyler Hero's out with the foot. Bam Adebayo. We have Wiggins. We have Khalil Ware, Davion Mitchell. We have a decent enough roster, especially within the Eastern Conference. We can't sit here and make excuses. I understand Jaime is playing well. Jovic hasn't played too well, and he was also hurt. But this roster, when healthy, I believe can compete to the highest level. There's no reason. There's no excuse. And that's how I'm holding this team accountable. Eric Spoelstra also has to make the right lineups and the right rotations. I understand he wants to play Drew Smith, but I want to see Yakachonis. I want to see Khalil Ware. That's why we drafted them. We've been needing a point guard, and we've needed a center. I understand we have Davion. I understand we have Drew, and there's other guys playing well. But our main guys have to play well. Bam Adebayo, what he's doing out here is absolutely ridiculous. He's playing like absolute garbage, and he can play a lot better. Wiggins, ever since the first few games, he's fallen off. I'm going to need Wiggins to be better. Same thing with Powell. I thought Powell wanted to be an all-star. And I'm hoping that Tyler Hero can come back. But I am holding these guys accountable. We're not just going to jump ship, trade everybody, and quit on the team.
At the front end of what you guys are trying to accomplish, I imagine means a great deal as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Getting healthy is a key part of it, too. You know, having key guys that have helped in execution on both sides of the ball be out for a number period of time. You know, it's tough to fill those voids, but it's always good to get them back into the fold of things. And, you know, hopefully we can get healthy going into the turn of the new year and really start putting together how we want to play as a whole and start stacking these wins. But I think just the intention and focus that we have to have collectively, no matter who's in the lineup, who's not, is the most important thing. Like, we can't have an excuse that, oh, this guy's out, people are hurt. This is why we're having struggles. We are a talented team. We have enough depth to get the job done no matter who's in and out the line.
Now let's get into these Miami Heat trade rumors. The Lakers are circling back to the Miami Heat with Andrew Wiggins during their trade season. A top target for Los Angeles since the summer, Miami has held firm on their draft pick demands since talks first began. LA can match salaries including Rui plus another expiring contract. I don't care what the Lakers say. You're not going to double back without that first round pick. Andrew Wiggins, this man has been playing phenomenal to start the season. He struggled as late, but to start the season, he's been fine. Great two-way player, 30 years old. He's a veteran. He's a champion. He is worth a first-round pick to me, and they are not going to sell me on nothing else besides that first-round pick. I don't care who's included in the deal, Dalton Connect or Rui, but we need to stack up these first-round picks and stack up our assets. Now, there's another mock trade where the Warriors get Michael Porter Jr., the Nets get Terry Rozier, Moses Moody, Buddy Hield, and a bunch of first-round picks, and the Miami Heat would get Jonathan Kuminga. What do you guys think about Jonathan Kuminga on this Miami Heat roster? Obviously, we haven't seen him much. Steve Kerr pretty much has him glued to the bench for some reason. He's full of talent, athleticism, shooter. He can pretty much give you a little bit of everything. He's not garbage, and I honestly think he would be a great young piece of this Miami Heat team. Now, here's the big one. Teams have been shooting their shot, asking Cavaliers if they would move Donovan Mitchell, which the Cavs have been struggling just like the Miami Heat. Even though usually the Cleveland Cavaliers, they've been a great regular season team, but they've continued to struggle of late. They've been looking like the Miami Heat where they have loads of talent, but they can't get it done. And we'll see if Donovan Mitchell honestly gets upset and wants to move on. But I can honestly see them getting rid of Darius Garland and probably Jared Allen before moving Donovan Mitchell. Now, when it comes to these Miami Heat injuries, the whole team is banged up. Tyler Hero, he's out with his toe. Then you also have Bam Adebayo. He had a toe injury. Now he's out with his back. Then you have Pelle Larsson with his ankle, Jovic with his shoulder. If it's not one thing, it's another. This whole Miami Heat team has been banged up, and it sucks because you have guys that are in and out of the lineup. It's hard for you to build chemistry. So the Miami Heat are 4-2 without Bam Adebayo this season. With Bam, the defensive rating is 111.9. Without Bam, the defensive rating is 117.8. Bam Adebayo back soreness now downgraded to doubtful tonight versus the Atlanta Hawks. Then you also have Tyler Hero, which he's played 55 games in his first season, 54, 66, 67, 42, 77, and so far 6 this season. I know a lot of people were worried about him getting a 50-ball max. He's not going to get nowhere near close to 50 million, especially with missing all these games. And also, too, let me know in the comments, what should we do? Who should we trade? Because there's a lot of different things going on. Remember now, you have LaMelo Ball, Trae Young, John Morant, Zion, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Sabonis. There's going to be a lot of guys on the move. There's going to be a lot of teams that are going to look to shed cap space, trade assets. You got Kuminga. Should we re-sign Tyler Hero? Should we re-sign Powell? Bam Adebayo struggling. Jovic, he's going to be starting his new deal soon next year. There's just so many different things right now going on with the Miami Heat. And Nikola Jovic says, the Miami Heat are not as bad as their current record. I think it's a tough stretch. We're not as bad as our current record because we know how good we are. It's tough. We had some games for sure we could have won. I feel like we just need to find a way to win. Well, duh. And you also need to play better and stop getting injured. This Miami Heat team is not garbage, and I'm going to hold everybody accountable.
Just our aggression, I think so. I don't think. I think it's just a tough stretch. We're not as bad as our record in 10 games is. Because we know how good we are. It's tough, We had some games that we for sure could have won. We had some games where other teams, would went off and make, a lot of shots that they usually don't make. But I feel like we just didn't find a way to win, and that's what's supposed to. The most important thing for us now is find a way to win, find a way, and find a gameplay that's gonna help us win every game, and that's what we're trying to do. And I think for us that is just being aggressive and I think bringing more energy to the game.